smoking everywhere I go.
No sticks, no seeds, just Al Green.
Always gotta keep one more.
I keep that, need that, got that.
I'm blowing every gram oh.
That perp, that bomb, that kush.
Don't gotta understand, they know. I smoke that fire, that good, that.
Concentrated, every day I'm faded. Trees prepared and properly cultivated. I nursed them, sprayed down, no chemicals. Just me and my buddy. You hear me now? Never treat you wrong, to each his own. Snoop and Wiz, the new Cheech and Chong. We up in smoke, making street schemes. Smoking sticky green, having sweet dreams. Break it down, put it in the zig-zag, and pour the top back, and let the ass drag. Hit the switch, quickest way to get a bitch. Executive branch, get a whip of this. Black car, sack of dank. High school, nigga, what the fuck you think? I'm passing on my classes with flying colors. And every day I'm high as a
smoking everywhere I go.
No sticks, no seeds, just Al Green.
Always gotta keep one more.
I keep that, need that, got that.
I'm blowing every gram oh.
That perp, that bomb, that kush.
Don't gotta understand, they know. I smoke that fire, that good, that. Sunroof open, smoking while I'm rolling. My bitches only notice it if it's potent. Bottle of Perry on, we could go kick it by the ocean. Get in between your legs, drink roaches and ashes all in your bed. You calling her babe, she call me instead. Cause I put that game all in her head. Saw the crib, she know that I'm ballin'. When he ain't have nothing, they used to stall him. Now I'm with the boss dog, all the bad hoes want. I'm in my pockets on swole, I'm talking Rick Ross big. Now when we shop, we don't care what the cost is. Rolling up good, smoking that bomb shit. Blow a whole OZ, nigga, that's bullshit.
The car just banged. It went boom, and when it went boom, it was like, it wasn't like your normal deal where it just goes boom and like your car just noses over and you go to the finish line. I just felt the whole car just, the back end felt like it just came up and it just whipped around somehow. And then next thing you know, I was on the side sliding, and I know the car hit one side and it was coming back around the other side. And the only thing I knew, I was getting fumes, and the fumes were coming in like, you know, through the front of the foot box, and it reminded me of my deal here last year. So I had no brake handle, so I know I couldn't stop there, you know. So I was like, well, ain't nothing going to slow me down right now. So the fumes were coming in where I started coughing again like I did before. So I was like, it must be on fire again, because so I just did all I could do, where I reached over and I turned on my fresh air bottle, so I got fresh air to me. And that's a new added element that we put since we put the cockpit on our car, and that really helped out, kept my lungs clear, where I was getting fresh air and I could breathe. So that kept me a lot calm, because I could breathe this time. I wasn't suffocating. So besides that, I was along for the ride for the rest of it. And then the coolest part was once I hit the sand, the car stopped. I got myself loose, and I didn't want to pull my canopy latch yet, because I wanted to wait for him to flip me over. And the coolest part is, by the time I got stopped, I saw the NHRA Safety Safari crew. They were already there. And I saw them run into my car, so I was like, this is good stuff. And I saw them spraying. They must have been putting fire out or whatever it is on the back engine. And then when they just lifted up in there, and I saw them got close enough where they were stepping back because the fire was out, I redid my latch on the inside. They pulled it open, and then I just came out the car, and I was just real grateful for them, because they were just there so fast and so quick. And it was a true blessing to have them down there for sure. My crew chief Brian, he always he took it really hard. He's very emotional, and I made sure after I talked to my wife and let her know I was all right, and she was a little upset and everything else, and then I had to ask her the favorite question that every racer always asks. I said, babe, I gotta ask you a question. She said, and she was crying. She said, what's that? I said, did I win? But besides that, when after I found out what happened and everything was good, I just want to let my crew know that I was all right. And then also, once that was all like said and done there, like once we got down there, once I talked to my crew chief, I just told him, I said, I want you boys moping. I want you to get my backup car up so we get ready for this next round.
Antron, you had the presence of mind to turn on your fresh air bottle inside the car. Were you scared to the point you were praying when you were going down through there?
Well, the thing about it is that when it was happening, like, you know, your first deal was like when it broke loose, you don't know what happened. My first frame of thought in my mind is like, Lord have mercy, God help me through this, because The worst feeling in the world is when you're driving something that you're so used to driving and like you think you're in control and doing what we do, is that we're really not in control. Like when you're in that moment right there, that car sliding around, like I told you, I pulled my brake lever. Even though I know I was sideways, I knew it was on the side of the rim. And I'm like, maybe if I can just like pump the brakes and get them to work where the tire can actually help me slow down where it won't turn with the motion that we're going, you know? But I pulled my brake and the brakes weren't there. Then I was like, all right, let me hit the chutes. Well, I'm like, well, the chutes ain't gonna do nothing. I'm on sideways on the ground. You know what I mean? I'm going backwards. How's the chute gonna work?
Sean Khalifa, man.
2 Chainz. Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on vacation, we getting paid, so we on vacation. I did it for the fam. It's whatever we had to do, it's just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eye stove. You can catch me kissing my girl with both eyes closed. Yeah, perfecting my passion, thanks for asking. Couldn't slow down, so we had to crash it. You use plastic, we bout cash. I see some people ahead that we gon' pass, yeah.
I never fear death,